is referred to as bulb seal or bottom seal or T-rubber because this little piece on here is shaped like a T. It's pretty simple. This little piece, a lot of times this rubber is used to go on the bottom of sheet doors like this, down here in the bottom. And on the bottom of the door, there will be some kind of piece of metal. It'll either be steel like this, a folded machine-made piece, or it'll be aluminum with a boss in it. And the boss is a fancy word for a groove. Then that's what this slides into. This slides into the groove, and you just slide this all the way across, and you got new rubber on your door. Okay? The other one, which is more common with sectional doors, this one has a different style, but this is called flat rubber or 4-inch rubber. You can also call it T-rubber because it's shaped like a T where it goes in. But what you want to do, this goes into an aluminum retainer that has 2 bosses in it or 2 grooves. So you fold this in half and you slide each side of this into that retainer, and then that makes this piece down here a nice bulb that will seal against the floor, concrete or whatever your floor is made out of. You got tile or anything like that, it'll seal. But it won't block out all of the water. Doors are not a dam. So you'll have customers that say, oh, my door leaks. Yeah, well, this isn't gonna stop all the water. It's gonna stop a lot of it, but it won't stop all of it. No weather seal will stop all of the water. Water will get in if it wants to. It's got a mind of its own. Okay, so that goes on the bottom, kind of the same way. What you want to do is get your retainer, figure out what width your retainer is going to be, or in this case, what length your retainer is going to be. You're going to attach the retainer to the door. You're going to slide your rubber in. Okay. I like to, when I slide it in the retainer, I like to leave about 4 to 6 inches hanging out the end of the retainer. And then what I do is I fold it in like this, so that it goes inside, and then the end of the retainer is here, and it makes a nice clean looking factory end on the rubber instead of just leaving it stick out like this. You got the end of the retainer here and it's just kind of sticking out. A lot of manufacturing companies will do that because it's easier and faster. They don't want to take the time to tuck it in. I like to do it because it looks better. That's just my personal preference. This is what's referred to as side seal or reverse angle seal. This goes on sectional doors. It does not go on that. It goes on a sectional door like this one or like that one over there. But this will actually go, you will put this on the reverse angle, which I can show you over here. This sectional door behind me does not have reverse angle. It only has track brackets. So if you go over here, I can show you how this goes on. What this is intended for. So what we'll do is, to get this on, you will loosen these screws or bolts or whatever you have here that holds this track to the jamb. And then you will pinch this in between like that. So that way when the door closes, it'll flap against this and create a seal. And it'll keep out dust and bugs and stuff like that. Again, it will not keep out water. Water will come around it, but just not as much. If this isn't on there, you'll get more water, obviously. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. This works pretty good. Most of the time, this gets put on insulated doors. Most people don't care if it's a non-insulated door about having it sealed all the way around. In addition to that, there's some stuff called top seal, which I don't have a piece of right now, but that screws onto the top of the top section. So that way when the door closes all the way, the top seal will be screwed to the top and it'll flap against the header all the way across. So then it'll create a seal at the top. For dust or birds, if there's a big gap, birds will come in there, they'll get inside the building, they'll nest, they'll start roosting and all that stuff that you don't want. That's no good. So you put top seal on there to keep them out.